Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Essential Book Drop. We're running down the top 3 new releases. Happy Thursday, everyone. It's October 2nd, 2025. With me, as always, is my co-host and my bookworm sidekick, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning. Really looking forward to this. Got some interesting ones today.
We absolutely do. 3 brand new releases hitting the shelves. We've got a Hollywood memoir, a deep dive into a huge TV show, and then something completely different, a collection of humor essays.
Yeah, quite the mix.
So let's kick things off with the first one. This is Future Boy, Back to the Future, and My Journey Through the Space-Time Continuum. It's by Michael J. Fox, with Nell Fortenberry. Genre-wise, we're talking memoirs of actors.
Right. And this one zeroes in on a really legendary time frame, doesn't it? That period in 1985.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's almost unbelievable when you lay it out. He was filming 2 massive roles at the same time.
Yeah, the double duty they talk about. He was playing Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties during the day.
Which was huge already, a beloved sitcom character.
Totally. Buttoned up, fast-talking Alex P. Keaton, filming that at Paramount Studios, and then he'd go straight over to Universal Studios at night.
To become Marty McFly in Back to the Future. I mean, talk about whiplash. Day and night, completely different characters.
Exactly. The book apparently details how he'd work on Future, often from, 6:30 p.m. until maybe 6 a.m. the next day.
Wow.
And then maybe catch a tiny bit of sleep before heading back to the Family Ties set. Sounds just exhausting.
And there's this great anecdote they mention about the commute, right, between Paramount and Universal. He called it his own space-time continuum, which is just perfect.
It really is.
Because that short drive was apparently the only time he had to, decompress, maybe nap for a few minutes.
And mentally switch gears from Alex to Marty, or Marty back to Alex.
Yeah, imagine trying to sleep while your brain is buzzing between those 2 energies. Sounds incredibly isolating, actually.
Well, and the book seems to argue that this intense pressure, this constant juggling, it actually forged his star persona. Well, it suggests that the quick wit and the, let's say, bravado of Alex P. Keaton started to blend with the more physical, reactive coolness of Marty McFly.
Ah, okay. So the lines blurred a bit, maybe.
Kind of, and that unique mix, born out of sheer necessity and exhaustion, became this incredibly appealing thing that made him one of the biggest stars of the 80s. The pressure cooker effect, basically.
Right. It wasn't just talent. It was this insane work ethic and, I guess, resilience under fire.
Exactly. So who's this for? Obviously, memoir fans, anyone who loves those behind-the-scenes Hollywood stories.
Definitely. And, I mean, anyone nostalgic for the 80s, if you grew up with Family Ties or Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah. You'll want to know how it all actually happened. It sounds like a fascinating look at managing or just surviving incredible professional pressure.
Okay, let's shift gears from one kind of intense journey to a very different one, focused on a cultural phenomenon. Book number 2 is I Was Feeling Epic, an oral history of the Vampire Diaries by Samantha Highfill.
And this one is in the science fiction, fantasy, and horror television genre, specifically an oral history.
Which feels like the perfect format for the Vampire Diaries, doesn't it?
It really does, because that show wasn't just a show. It was an event for its fans.
Yeah.
For years.
8 seasons, 171 episodes. That's a lot of story, a lot of twists, a lot of emotional investment from the audience.
Exactly. And an oral history told by the people who are actually there, the cast, the creators. It lets you relive it all from the inside. It feels more immediate, more authentic, maybe.
Yeah, captures the energy better than just a summary would. And it says here we get new interviews from the big names, Nina Dobrev, Paul Wesley, Ian Somerhalder.
And Julie Kleck, the co-creator, which is key.
Absolutely. So they're covering everything.
Seems like it. The description mentions reliving, every first kiss, every decade dance.
Oh, the decade dances. Those are iconic.
Right. And of course, every unforgettable death. It apparently gets into the best moments, but also never before told stories.
Which is what fans always want, the inside scoop.
And it also tackles the show's legacy. I mean, this thing launched a massive cultural footprint.
Totally. 2 spinoffs, the originals and legacies. It built a whole universe.
So the oral history format lets you explore how that happened, how they sustained that level of drama and fan engagement for so long. It's about community, in a way.
That's a good point. It's the shared experience.
Yeah.
For the creators, it's the pressure of delivering week after week. For the fans, it's living inside that world together.
Yeah, so reader profile. This is obviously essential for any Vampire Diaries fan, like required reading.
No question. If you are obsessed with Mystic Falls, you need this.
But maybe also for anyone interested in how a TV show becomes a genuine cultural hit, the mechanics of building that kind of fandom and universe.
Good point. It's a case study, really.
Uh-huh.
Okay, third book. We're shifting tone again, quite dramatically.
Oh, they are.
This is period.
Yeah.
Literally. Bloody hell, a brutally honest and hilarious guide to womanhood. It's by someone called Rollin Peanut, and the genre is humor essays.
And the description does not hold back. Brutally honest, biting humor, zero shame.
Yeah, it sounds like it tackles subjects that are often considered, well, taboo, things people usually whisper about if they talk about them at all.
Right, it calls itself a no-filter Greek guide to womanhood, covering the whole span from first cramps all the way through to menopause and hot flashes.
Wow. Okay, so it's really going there.
It seems like it. All the messy bits, the physical stuff, the emotional chaos, just laying it all out.
And how does it structure that? Is it just complaints? Or is there more to it?
Well, it sounds like a mix. It's described as part memoir, sharing those personal, maybe sometimes isolating experiences, part survival manual, maybe offering some practical or at least darkly humorous advice,
Okay.
and part feminist battle cry, sort of demanding that these things be talked about openly without the embarrassment society often attaches to them.
That's fascinating. Using humor is the way in.
Exactly. Humor to break down the walls, to dismantle that sense of isolation you might feel when you're going through this stuff.
Which connects back to what we were just saying about community, actually.
It does.
The promise seems to be that, somewhere between laughing at the jokes and maybe wincing at some of the gut punch truths, as they call them,
Yeah.
you realize you're not alone. That millions of others have felt this, experienced this. It's community through shared, often unspoken reality.
It's validation, right? Using humor to say, yeah, this is real, it's okay, let's talk about it. Taking the shame away and replacing it with shared laughter, maybe even shared rage sometimes.
So who picks this one up?
Well, definitely women who are just ready for that kind of raw, unfiltered honesty about periods, pregnancy, menopause, all of it.
Anyone tired of the euphemisms, maybe?
Exactly. Or really anyone who appreciates humor that tackles the stuff we're taught not to discuss. It's about finding connection by breaking silence.
It's interesting putting these three together. You've got the intense, sort of solitary pressure on Michael J. Fox.
Creating his own narrative to survive it.
Then the massive shared narrative of the Vampire Diaries, creating this huge community.
Built around fiction, but deeply felt.
And then, period.
Wow.
Literally using humor and raw honesty about biological reality to build community and fight isolation.
Yeah, it's a journey from individual struggle to shared fictional worlds to shared biological truth, all navigated through storytelling in different ways.
Huh. I hadn't quite linked the memoir and the humor book like that, but you're right. Bull Fox's book and Rollin Peanut's book seem to rely on radical honesty about what it really takes, one to survive Hollywood, the other to survive, well, womanhood.
Yeah. Telling the truth to break through isolation. It's a powerful theme across all three, even though they seem so different on the surface.
Really interesting stuff this week.
Definitely some compelling reads there.
Well, thanks for joining us today. And if you want to take a look at any of these books, visit us at essentialbookdrop.com, and you'll have all the links right there. Cass, we'll do it again tomorrow.
Sounds good. See you then. Bye, everyone.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read...
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.